Hello and welcome. Today we're going to look at modeling, look at real world situations. And basically, we're talking about word problems. All right? Math in context, in real world context. Okay? Again, so our objective of the day here, to create and use algebraic equations to model real world situations. All right, something that every engineer does quite a bit of. All right, the essential question for the homework check, how do we write and solve equations which model real world situations? How do we do it? I mean, just as an introduction, guys, algebra, we often have word questions, word problems. It might be something like this. On a weekend, Sam played 4 more games than Alex did, and together they played 12 games. How many games did Alex play? Right? The key to the word problems is to set them up. Right? Like it says down here, turn the English into algebra and then solve it. It's turning the English into algebra. That's the hard part. All right? So we're going to work on it here, all right? I'm not going to give you a bunch of difficult ones. I'll try to set them up in such a way that you'll understand them. Again, the key to solving word problems is getting the setup right. All right, the correct equation, the correct formula. All right? Some helpful hints to consider, guys. Make sure you read the entire problem. Mark the text. That's something I do a lot, guys. I like circle the numbers and just underline the important words or phrases. That's kind of what I do. It's like, what are they asking you for? All right, sometimes I do. I draw a little picture, just a little sketch to help me organize what's going on. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. On the equation, what goes on which side of the equal sign? I'm trying to figure it out. Make sure you define the variables. It's basically the variable is the thing they're asking you to find. All right? You're going to create a formula, and then sometimes it helps to estimate. All right, it's roughly going to be something like this. So when you get to the answer, if it's way, way, way off, and it doesn't make any sense, if your answer doesn't make any sense, well, then you probably did something wrong. Okay, so sometimes once you kind of figure out what's going on, to estimate up front. We do that all the time in the real world, is we estimate. All right, like what do you think it is right now? All right, guys, also there's keywords you look for. And basically these add, subtract, multiply, divide. All right? It's like, which one are we going to do? All right, maybe there's a couple different things we're going to do. But words like, if it says add, or total, sum, increase, more, things like that. It might even just say the word plus, all right, or more than. All right, that means plus. Something that might be minus or less or difference, fewer, all right. Use the subtraction. Again, multiply, times, product, factor. That's multiply. And again, dividing is a quotient, all right? But things that say per or ratio or this out of this, like miles per hour, all right? A percent, a rate, things like that are dividing, okay? All right, we'll look at some examples here, guys, all right? Suppose your high school basketball team scored 5 runs in Saturday's game. This was 4 more than 1/2 the runs scored by the opposing team. How many runs did the opposing team score? So X is how many runs the opposing team scored. Okay, that's what they're asking you to find. All right, 5 runs is equal something. Again, I kind of highlight the numbers, because usually I circle them, and then underline this right here. 4 more than 1/2 the runs scored by the opposing team. So look at this right here. 4 more than 1/2 the runs scored by the opposing team. There, it's the setup right there. That's the key. And then just subtract 4 from both sides and multiply both sides by 2, and you got the answer, okay? All right, example 2 is about a music store. It sells a used guitar for $120. And it says here, again, so I highlight 120. Here's the key sentence. This is, therefore, the 120 equals something. This is $25 more than 1/3 the cost of a new guitar of the same brand. What is the cost of a new guitar? So the cost of a new guitar, that's the variable. Again, $25 more, 25 plus 1/3 the cost of a new guitar, right there, okay? Once you get the setup right, all right, then it's relatively easy. Subtract 25 from both sides and then multiply both sides by 3. All right, a new guitar is $285. All right, example 3. Last season, Everett scored 48 points. This is 6 less than twice the number of points Max scored. How many points did Max score? All right, so the variable is how many points Max scored. And when it says Everett scored 48 points, and then the next sentence says, this is, well, that means the 48 is on one side of the equal sign. So you can say 48 equals whatever this thing says right here. 6 less than twice the number of points. So this twice the number of points, that's 2 times. And it's 6 less than that, so subtract it. All right, once you got the setup right, it's pretty easy, guys. Again, add 6 to both sides. Divide both sides by 2. Max scored 27 points. All right. Guys, again, the key to word problems, just keep doing a bunch of them. There'll be 2 on the test, okay? What do you do next, guys? You can go ahead and look at the homework check if you want. We'll do it in class as well. Guys, vocabulary. What are 4 things to do when creating the setup for a word problem? What's 4 things that you could do that'll help you out? Okay, that's the question. All right, that's it. Thanks.